Picture this, you're sitting on your porch, the sun setting in a blaze of orange and pink, reflecting on a life full of laughter, lessons, and love. You've earned every wrinkle, every gray hair, and every ounce of wisdom. But here's the thing, your life's treasures, from your deepest regrets to your boldest dreams, aren't meant for everyone to see. Sharing them too freely can dim your sparkle, and you deserve to shine brighter than ever. Here are 8 things you should never share, explained with stories, humor, and a whole lot of heart. Let's protect your peace and keep your spirit soaring. 1. Your deepest regrets. The ghosts of yesterday, we all have them, those what-if moments that creep into our thoughts during quiet nights. Maybe you passed up a dream job to play it safe, let a love slip through your fingers, or made a choice that still stings. Regrets are like old photographs in a dusty album. They're part of your story, but they don't need to be displayed on the mantle for all to see. As tempting as it might be to share these burdens with a friend, a spouse, or even your kids, hoping for comfort or understanding, it's a risky move. Why keep them private? Imagine this, you pour your heart out about a regret that's haunted you for decades, expecting a warm hug or a wise word. Instead, you get a blank stare, a judgmental comment, or worse, someone who uses your vulnerability against you later. I once knew a woman named Clara who shared her regret about not pursuing a singing career with her book club. She thought they'd cheer her on, but instead, one member snidely remarked, "Well, you probably weren't that good anyway." Clara was crushed. Her sacred regret became fodder for gossip, and she felt smaller for it. The truth is, not everyone knows how to hold your pain with care. Some folks might dismiss it, others might judge, and even well-meaning loved ones might not give you the response you need. Talking about regrets doesn't erase them, it often just reopens the wound. Instead, keep them private and work through them in your own way. Journal about them, pray, or talk to a therapist who's trained to listen without judgment. Your regrets are yours to heal, and you're strong enough to do it. Think of your regrets as battle scars. They prove you've lived, loved, and dared to try. They don't define you, they refine you. By keeping them close, you're choosing to own your story, not let it own you. You're not that person anymore, you're wiser, tougher, and ready to write new chapters. Next time a regret pops up, turn it into a private victory. Write it down, then write one thing you've done since then that makes you proud. Burn the regret, safely, or tuck it away. You're the hero of your story, and heroes don't dwell, they rise. 2. Your financial details. The money trap money. Oh, what a tricky topic. Whether you've got a nest egg tucked away, a pile of debts, or a carefully crafted will, your financial life is like a diary. It's yours, and yours alone. You might think sharing these details with family or close friends is practical, maybe even necessary. They need to know what to expect, you tell yourself. But hold on, opening the diary can lead to a soap opera you didn't sign up for. Why keep it private? Money changes people, and not always in the dramatic, movie villain way. It's subtle. Share how much you've saved, and suddenly your cousin's asking for a small loan. Mention your will, and family dinners turn into tense debates about who gets what. I heard about a man named George who casually told his kids about his investments during a holiday gathering. Next thing he knew, his daughter was pressuring him to fund her new business, while his son felt entitled to a bigger share of the estate. George's peace vanished, replaced by resentment and arguments. When people know your financial situation, it shifts the dynamic. They might treat you differently, pitying you if you're struggling, or envying you if you're secure. Worse, they might feel they have a say in your decisions. The solution? Keep it private. Work with a financial advisor or lawyer to organize your affairs, and don't broadcast the details. Your money is your power, and you get to control it. Your financial independence is your superpower. Whether you've got a fortune or just enough to get by, you've worked hard for it. By keeping it private, you're protecting your freedom to live life on your terms. You're not just managing money, you're mastering your future. Treat your finances like a secret recipe. Only share the finished dish, your generosity, your stability, with others, not the ingredients. If someone pries, smile and say, "Oh, I've got it handled," and change the subject. You're the chef of your life. Keep the kitchen locked. 3. Your personal struggles. The silent battles. Life isn't always smooth sailing, and we all face storms, health challenges, emotional lows, or moments when our minds feel like they're playing tricks on us. In those vulnerable times, it's natural to want to reach out, to say, "I'm struggling, help me." But here's a hard truth. Not everyone is ready to be your lighthouse. Sharing your deepest struggles can sometimes leave you feeling more exposed than supported. Why keep them private? Picture this. You tell a friend about a health scare, hoping for a kind word. Instead, they start treating you like you're fragile, or worse, they share your news with others out of concern. Suddenly, you're the topic of whispers at the community center. Or maybe you confess to feeling lonely, and instead of understanding, you get unsolicited advice or a pitying look that makes you feel smaller. I knew a man named Harold who shared his anxiety with a neighbor. Next thing he knew, the neighbor was telling everyone Harold was losing it. His confidence took a hit, and he regretted opening up. Your struggles are sacred, and not everyone has the heart or wisdom to hold them gently. Even well-meaning people might not understand what you're going through, and their responses can can leave you feeling worse. That doesn't mean you should bottle everything up. Find a trusted confidant, like a counselor, a pastor, or one rock-solid friend who's proven they can listen without judgment. Otherwise, protect your peace by keeping your battles private. You are a warrior, and your struggles are proof of your strength, not your weakness. By choosing who to share them with, you're honoring your resilience and taking charge of your healing. You've got this, and you don't need anyone else's permission to shine. Turn your struggles into a private ritual of strength. Light a candle, write down what's weighing you down, then tear it up and let it go. Or find a mantra, like I am enough, and repeat it daily. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. 4. Your big plans and dreams. The spark of tomorrow age is just a number, and your dreams? They're timeless. Maybe you're planning to write a memoir, take a dance class, or travel to that place you've always wanted to see. These plans are like seeds, full of potential, but sharing them too soon can stunt their growth. People love to weigh in with opinions, and not all of them are kind. Why keep them private? Imagine you announce, I'm starting a small baking business. You're buzzing with excitement, but then your friend says, at your age? That sounds exhausting. Or your nephew chimes in, the market's tough, maybe just bake for fun. Suddenly, that spark inside you dims. Doubt creeps in, and your dream feels heavier. I saw this happen to a woman named Rose, who shared her plan to learn guitar at 70. Her family laughed it off, saying, why bother now? Rose almost gave up, but when she kept her lessons private, she thrived, eventually playing at a local open mic. When you share your goals, you invite opinions, skepticism, and sometimes jealousy. People project their own fears or failures onto you, and that can sap your momentum. The most successful people move in silence, letting their actions do the talking. Nurture your dreams privately until they're strong enough to stand on their own. Your dreams are your fire, and no one gets to put them out. Every step you take toward them is a victory, and you don't need a cheering section to make it happen. You're unstoppable, and the world will see your brilliance when you're ready to unveil it. Treat your dreams like a secret mission. Write them down in a dream journal and track your progress. Celebrate small wins privately with a treat, like a favorite dessert or a solo dance party. You're the star of this adventure. Keep the spotlight on you. 5. Your kindness. The gift that needs guarding. Your kindness is one of your greatest strengths, a warm, generous spirit that lights up the world. But as you age, you might notice something. Not everyone deserves it. Some people see your open heart as an open door, ready to take advantage of your time, energy, or resources. Why keep it private? Think about it. You offer to help a neighbor with groceries, and soon they're asking you to run all their errands. You lend money to a friend, and they forget to pay you back. I knew a woman named Betty, who was everyone's go-to for favors. She loved helping, but it drained her. One day, she said no to a constant asker, and guess what? That person stopped calling. Betty realized her kindness was being exploited, and she vowed to be more selective. Kindness isn't weakness, but it's a gift that needs boundaries. Share it with those who respect and reciprocate it, not those who demand it. Saying no doesn't make you selfish, it makes you strong. Protect your energy for the people and causes that truly matter. Your kindness is a treasure, and you get to decide who's worthy of it. By setting boundaries, you're not just protecting yourself, you're making room for relationships that lift you up. You're a gift to the world, and you deserve to shine without being dimmed. Create a kindness rule. For every favor you do one for yourself, like reading a favorite book or taking a walk. If someone pushes your boundaries, practice a cheerful deflection. I'd love to help, but my plate's full. You're a VIP, act like it. 6. Your past mistakes. The lessons that shaped you. Your life is a tapestry of triumphs and missteps, and those mistakes? They're the threads that add depth and color. But sharing them in detail, especially with people who haven't earned your trust, can backfire. People might judge you, hold those mistakes against you, or use them to undermine your confidence. Why keep them private? Imagine telling a coworker about a time you made a bad business decision, hoping to bond over shared experiences. Instead, they start treating you like you're incompetent. Or you share a personal mistake with a relative, only to hear it brought up years later in an argument. I knew a man named Frank, who told his golf buddies about a youthful indiscretion. They laughed it off at first, but soon it became a running joke, and Frank felt humiliated. Your mistakes are part of your growth, but they don't need an audience. Sharing them too freely can invite criticism, pity, or even betrayal. Instead, focus on the lessons they've taught you. If you need to process them, confide in a therapist or write them down for yourself. Your past is yours to learn from, not for others to pick apart. Your mistakes don't define you, they refine you. Every stumble has made you wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. By keeping them private, you're honoring your journey and claiming your power. You're not your past, you're your potential. Turn your mistakes into a private victory ritual. Write down one mistake and the lesson it taught you, then add, I'm better for it. Frame it as a story of triumph, not failure. You're a masterpiece, flaws and all. 7. Your family conflicts. The ties that bind families are beautiful, messy, and complicated. Disagreements, old grudges, or misunderstandings are part of the package. But airing these conflicts with friends, neighbors, or even other family members can turn a small storm into a hurricane. Venting might feel good in the moment, but it often creates bigger problems. Why keep them private? Picture this: you tell a friend about a spat with your sister, hoping for sympathy. Next thing you know, your friend's telling others, and soon your family drama is the talk of the town. Or you share a conflict with one relative, and it creates a rift between others. I knew a woman named Maria who vented to her neighbor about her son's choices. The neighbor spread the story, and Maria's son felt betrayed, straining their relationship for years. Family matters are sacred, even when they're tough. Sharing them outside the family can erode trust and make resolution harder. If you need to address conflicts, talk directly to the person involved or seek a neutral mediator, like a counselor or pastor. Keep your family's story within its circle. You're the heart of your family, and your wisdom can guide it through any storm. By keeping conflicts private, you're building stronger, more honest connections. You're not just keeping the peace, you're creating it. When family drama tempts you to vent, try this. Write a letter to the person you're upset with, but don't send it. Pour out your feelings, then shred it. It's cathartic, and your family stays protected. You're the glue that holds it together. 8. Your spiritual beliefs. The light within your faith, spirituality, or personal beliefs are a wellspring of strength and comfort. They're the quiet voice that guides you through life's highs and lows. While it's wonderful to share inspiration or encouragement, opening up about the specifics of your spiritual journey can sometimes lead to judgment or misunderstanding. Why keep them private? Imagine sharing your unique spiritual practices with a friend, only to hear, "That's a bit odd, isn't it?" Or you express a deeply held belief, and someone challenges it, turning your sacred moment into a debate. I knew a man named James, who shared his meditation practice with a group. Some mocked it as New Age nonsense, and James felt his peace disrupted. Your beliefs don't need anyone's approval, they're yours, and they're enough. Sharing them too freely can invite criticism or arguments that shake your calm. Instead, nurture your spirituality in ways that feel right to you through prayer, meditation, or a community of like-minded souls. Protect that inner light. Your spiritual journey is a treasure, lighting your path through every season of life. By keeping it private, you're safeguarding your peace and honoring your truth. You're never alone when you trust your inner wisdom, you're unstoppable. Create a private spiritual ritual, like lighting a candle each morning or keeping a gratitude journal. When someone asks about your beliefs, smile and say, "It's personal, but it keeps me grounded." You're a beacon of light, shine on your terms. Own your story with boldness and joy, dear friend. Your golden years are a masterpiece, painted with the colors of your experiences, dreams, and wisdom. The 8 things we've explored, your regrets, finances, struggles, dreams, kindness, mistakes, family conflicts, and spiritual beliefs, are the jewels in your crown. By keeping them private, you're not hiding, you're protecting your power, your peace, and your radiance. This isn't about building walls. It's about building a fortress of self-respect, where you get to decide who enters. Share your love, your laughter, your stories of triumph, but hold tight to the sacred parts of yourself. You've lived a life of courage and beauty, and you deserve to own every piece of it without giving it away to those who might not cherish it. So, stand tall, shine bright, and live boldly. You're not just aging, you're thriving, with a heart full of wisdom and a spirit that can't be dimmed. Here's to protecting your peace and embracing every moment of this incredible journey.